I am Gail.
And I am Mark.
We are the Roses.
And we're owners helping owners.
What are some of the things every owner should bring on their Club Wyndham vacation? Bring your kitchen.
And that simply means pack those coolers.
You can use what you've got at home and begin to, plan your meals from that.
What's the best way to travel as a large group?
With a lot of patience. Be sure to pack a lot of patience.
Well, when we think of a large group, we're thinking of a family reunion. So we're inviting all the family members, wherever they are, to come and join us at a resort.
Get your date out early so that people can plan to come.
How do I use guest confirmations?
Maybe you have a young couple that's just gotten married. Maybe you want to help them on their honeymoon, to have a vacation place.
And send them as your guest. You make the reservation for them, and then you put in their name, their address, and their email.
Why should I become a Club Wyndham VIP? Well, here are two reasons, two words. One, upgrades, and one, discounts.
The more points that you have, the more vacation power comes to you.
And we have been to 19 different states, to 44 different Wyndhams. That does not mean just 44 times, because we've been back to several times. So what's my favorite? Maybe where I am, maybe what I'm doing.
I am so glad we did this. It makes such a big difference in your life to be able to just go and turn everything off except family.
It gives you a chance to regroup and be with each other.
Work is less stressful because you know you're going to get away from it for a while.
This is much more relaxed and much more like being home, a home away from home.
Mm-hmm. There's hardly any comparison. You get a full apartment, you get the kitchen with all the cooking utensils, everything you could possibly want.
Club Wyndham's room are always really pretty. They have lots of great decorations, and I just love walking into a new room.
I don't think I could go back to a hotel when we're on vacation with the family. It's that much better, and we enjoy it that much more.
We both kicked ourselves back on our honeymoon going, what did we just do? We had people say, oh, you're going to regret this, and we have never regretted a single minute of it. It has been the best investment we have made in our lives to spend time with each other.
Just the commitment of it is helpful for us as a family who is busy with everyone's schedule to say, we own this, we've paid for this, we're going to use it.
There's that pride of ownership. You look around and go, wow, this is beautiful, and this is mine. This is mine. I own part of this. I like that.
We liked the idea that we could go to new places, see new things, see different parts of the country. That was why this timeshare option appealed to us.
I am checking off my places that I still want to go to, and she's helping me greatly on my bucket list.
Empty the bucket.
I wish really that we had gotten this when the kids were a lot younger. That's actually probably the only regret that I have, that we didn't do it earlier.
One of the things that the representative had told us was that we could pass this on to our heirs. Now that we have 2 children, it's kind of exciting.
Club Wyndham is the way I like to put it is, it's a destination in its own sort.
It gives us that flexibility or that opportunity to just travel anywhere.
I think when you take a look at the cost benefit, for me, the flexibility and the variety is well worth the investment.
To me, it's like a rich man vacation with a normal man's salary, and it's wonderful.
The more I go, the more I want to go, so I upgraded, and I realized how good it made me feel to be able to help my children go on vacations.
What we like most about the Club Wyndham and the points system is you're not locked into a certain time frame.
I think the system works for us because it's very flexible, and you can use partial, you can use some of it, you can carry over.
We really just looked at the catalogs that showed the properties and the pictures, and we watched the video, the sales presentation, but we gave a lot of trust in that moment, and I don't think we've regretted it once.
Almost immediately, my dad said, "You guys will have to buy this. You will need this as the kids get bigger." Looking back, he definitely had seen something that we hadn't seen in Club Wyndham because we've used it so much.
My mother-in-law, his mother, when we first bought was, "I can't believe you guys bought a timeshare. Oh my God." And then, 3 years later, she's like, "Ooh, let's get some more points."
If I had the opportunity to do it all over again, I would have bought a lot more points back on day one.
We tell you to jump, take the leap and do it because you won't regret it.
My name's Georgia Harlach. I'm from Michigan. We've been owners since 2000.
So far, we visited probably 20 resorts. We love sightseeing. We love the resorts activities.
I think vacations are so important because we've been married. This year it'll be 50 years. And we spend time together at home, but it's a different kind of time. And it gives you a chance to regroup and be with each other. And I think... Rekindle. That's good, honey. That's good.
You like that, huh?
Yeah, I like that.
When we first purchased at Club Wyndham, we actually did it on the phone. Probably the easiest sale that salesman ever had.
And it was the best decision we ever made because our children would never have been able to travel in resorts if we hadn't bought the timeshare. And now they're getting spoiled.
We had the Iruku family from Ackworth, Georgia. My wife Susan, Nyambura, Wangoi, Makanga, and Wanjohi. We've been owners since 2002, 8 years now. I'm in client services for a technology company that makes tracking devices. I could be on call 24/7. It's only when I get out on vacation that I can actually put that behind me for a while, be able to focus fully on my children.
It's good to get away on vacation because it reinforces to the kids that family is the most important thing. Wyndham accommodations are superior because there's a lot of space for the kids to play, and compared to a hotel room, usually you just have a bed, just enough space for like a bed and a TV. And even if you have a suite, you don't have space like a separate room for each bed. I guess my concern was that we wouldn't use it. I don't know why, but I thought for some reason that we wouldn't be able to use it as much as they said we would. But we've taken a lot of vacations that we never would have if we didn't have Club Wyndham.
In the past year, this is the 4th Club Wyndham we've been to. We've used it a lot.
The website is just a treasure trove of information. It really is, just fantastic. I find the navigation very easy, and I find that a lot of questions that I do have, I can go back and review, which enforces my capability of remembering. That's what I love about that website. I can study as long as I want. I love it.
I'm Mike Clark, and Norlene and I have been Wyndham owners now for over 3 years.
It wasn't anything we were really interested in, and when we went to the presentation for Club Wyndham, it was appealing because of the point structure and, we're not retired yet, and being able to travel in California and do things for 2 or 3 or 4 days was very appealing than using up a week's time. We're not going to let this go by and not use this. It seems so much cheaper. Rather than taking them all, and we used to taking them to Hawaii or Washington, D.C. Now, it was the first time that we checked out and the balance was 0. We both looked at each other and went, oh, yes.
It's an amazing experience. It is so much nicer to stay in condos than it is to stay in hotels. That the freedom and the flexibility, it's not just a matter of the flexibility in using the points, but the freedom and flexibility of using the space that you're in when you're traveling. It's wonderful.
We walked in and Mike and I looked at each other and I said, we really don't need to leave the room this whole week.
True.
And we're usually the kind of people that put your bags down and get out. Getting away is huge, absolutely huge.
There's always more work to do, and it is hard to get away, but by being able to take 3 or 4 nights or a full week and go somewhere with our grown children, it gives us a chance to revitalize our relationship within our own family.
I think that the flexibility that we get here at Wyndham is like no other place.
It is very convenient to know that we have this pool of points that we can spend just like dollars anywhere in the Wyndham system.
With Wyndham, it seems there's a lot of different options with points.
You can use them for hotel stay, cars, airfare.
I've used the points for airline tickets, car rental. I actually used all of 1 year's points and then the next year's points, and I used it for like the whole trip pretty much.
It's nice that we can have guest confirmations too.
We have gifted friends with trips. Their house burned down. There was a way we could help. Let's just give them a chance to get away.
Also look through RCI, exchange your points over and stay at one of their resorts.
I used it and we stayed in the southern coast of Spain.
I'm using the RCI and I'm headed to Paris, France. Do we have a resort there? Surely with RCI Connection there's some place we can go.
We went to Switzerland, we went to England, we went to France, all those and the benefits of points-based vacation.
And using a point system is really great because you get it back every year.
Points come back every year. We're doing it every year.
Well, that's what somebody said. You want to use all that many points to go on the cruise? I said, it's just 1 year. Next year we'll do something else. And we have.
I think now is the best time to take advantage of this opportunity because life is getting busier and stressful.
We see our children who are under stress and we encourage them to take vacations.
To stop, get off that rat race and spend time together. It sounds very cliche, but life is really too short to worry every day about getting up, running off to work and school and activities.
You need to do it as soon as you can, as soon as possible, so kids can enjoy too. The kids not gonna sit there and wait for you. They grow up so fast.
Grandkids are getting older. Sports get in the way.
It gets to be too late. And we're like, oh, well, we'll do it next year. And then it gets to be too late again.
It gets harder and harder as they get older and as we get older.
Time goes by so quickly, you don't realize it. To grab those moments when you can and make those memories with your children, that's extremely important.
Because you never know what's going to happen from day to day.
I got a cancer diagnosis and had a major surgery and went through chemo, and that made it even more abundantly clear why taking the time is important.
When you don't make a commitment, you're not going to do it. So when you make commitment, you will do it.
And we don't, any of us, have a promise of tomorrow. So don't wait to do the things that are important.
You have an idea of what you want from your vacation? The key to making that wish list happen? Book early. You can book up to 10 months prior to your check-in date, and at any of your home resorts, you can book up to 13 months prior. The earlier you book, the better chance you have of fulfilling your wish list. Pro tip: always remember that our flexible cancellation policy lets you cancel 15 days or more prior to your check-in date. So if plans change, you can still get your points back. To find out more, go to clubwyndham.com. At Club Wyndham, points equal vacations. Here are 4 tips to help you get the most out of your points. Pro tip number 1, Consider booking during a resort's value or quiet seasons. It will cost you less points. These seasons will vary based on the resort, so be sure to check the points chart on your resort's page on the website. Pro tip number 2, travel on weekdays. Booking between Sunday and Thursday will help you save points that you can use on a larger suite or an additional vacation. Pro tip number 3, look at nearby locations. You'll notice that some resorts have different points chart values than others. This is due to the difference in location and size, just like hotels. By expanding your search to see other nearby options, you'll find one at the value that best fits your vacation. Pro tip number 4, save up your points. Want to take a bigger vacation? Save up by depositing this year's points into next year, giving you more to use for a future vacation. To find out more, go to clubwyndham.com.
Your Club Wyndham Plus membership offers you the flexibility to deposit your points into the world's largest timeshare exchange and leisure company, RCI. Depositing your points into RCI on myclubwyndham.com has never been easier. To get started, simply select My Ownership on the top navigation menu. Next, select the Exchanges tab. In the RCI section, click Deposit your points into RCI today. You'll be directed to the RCI deposit page. Here, you'll find important information, including the minimum number of points, housekeeping credits, and reservation transactions needed to complete your deposit. The deposit form offers a helpful reference chart that shows the number of points required for a 7-night stay through RCI. The number of points required is based on unit size and demand and is subject to change. Scroll down to complete your deposit in 3 easy steps. Step 1. Enter the total number of Club Wyndham Plus points you'd like to deposit. You'll notice the required housekeeping credits are automatically listed for you. Step 2. Select the use year you'd like your points to be deducted from. Step 3. Review the number of points and housekeeping credits that will be deposited. If everything looks correct, click Proceed. If any charges are required, you'll see that total for the transaction here. Click Proceed. In the Payment section, you can choose to pay any charges using a credit card or PayPal account. Click the form of payment you'd like to use and enter your information. Your card or PayPal account will be charged the amount you see here. Click Proceed. Congratulations! You've just completed your RCI deposit. A confirmation email can be sent to the email address on file, or you can enter a different address in the appropriate box and click Send Email Confirmation. Your points will be available to view with RCI in 24 to 48 hours. Thanks for watching.
Okay, today we're going to cover another area of RCI where you can go and look for extra vacations for your family. We've already covered last call, but on the same vacation offers page, when you log into your RCI account, you will click on extra vacations. These are weeks that are available that the resort developers are making available to the public because their use is coming up and there's no one currently owning them. So when you look here, you can see the huge amount of weeks available based on area, 45,000 in US, almost 15,000 in Europe. Okay, now you can use the map to navigate what you're looking for, or you can kind of cheat and go over here by region. So let's just say we want to go look, let's go for Hawaii. And we're looking for extra vacations there. So you click on a region on the left or use the map, and then you can use the filter some more. Let's say you want to go to Honolulu. And then as you go down, you can see the price range and when you can go. So as we scroll through here, you can see the prices are still very reasonable. For a studio, you're between $500 and $600 for the week, and the prices are still way below retail, and it's just a great way to get extra vacations. And I just wanted to show you, when you own a timeshare, all you can do with the privilege of joining RCI after you bought a timeshare, I have a list of timeshares, hundreds under $500 that you can own, and I'll go over that in more detail on wholesaletimeshare.com. But today, we're just going to discuss extra vacations. And let's take a look at, for instance, so let's go down for something that's got one bedroom. We'll just click on the available units at Sweetwater at Waikiki. And then as you get into the details of it, it'll show you when you can go. So there is something coming up in a couple weeks or even in December that you're going to stay in a one-bedroom for $900 for the week in Hawaii. So another good reason to get excited about being an RCI member, and I hope this helps explain
하늘의 기노 하늘의 기노 뒷나라 길래구 하늘의 베누 하늘의 일루베 하늘의 라 Yeah.